Hello, it's day 2. I've got to remember that when I upload these videos, that this is day 2. Day 2 of the Dinky week of total and utter crap. And we've had a really strong start, to be fair. These two weren't brilliant. That one's alright for what it is if you're into the cars. That one, obviously, being a 199 is cheap and nasty and small, and I'm not a fan of it. This is amazing. And even the free gifts that you get have been quite nice. But now we're going to go into random time. So, whereas obviously at the start of when they try to draw you in, they're doing everything in their power to get you and hold on to you by giving you these free bits and pieces. As it goes along, they just give you the items as far as I care, and not free gifts. So this is when you find out if the stuff is continuously good. So we're going to start grabbing random weeks, and they're all stacked up over here. And we're going to grab this one because it's the closest, which I can already see what it is. Let's get it out. Oh, cardboard. I will give it to my pigeon. Now that's an interesting bally case, isn't it? Oh, we'll have a look at that in a minute. Return address, not interesting. I'm not going to... You can already see what it is, but I'm not going to. There's nothing else in this one. So yeah, we do just get the bits and pieces. This one, I think, is 4 or 5 weeks in. Launched in 1949, the casing is typical of a post-war Dinky with for all the earliest version plain rubber tires on wheel hubs. God, these things are bad. Stuff written on the back. Attention, nobody cares. Dinky Toys, 25, Ocamian Latia, System. I mean, it's French, let's be fair. It's interesting to get it in a box like this. I don't know Dinkies came in these boxes, but this one is in this box. Oh. I'm just going to let Pidge coo for a bit. This is probably one we'll keep the box, looking at it, because it's a nice box, and that's nice. It is a Nestle with a spare wheel again. Milk carrier thing. What is it? A Nestle Studebaker milk truck. And obviously, these are metal milk urns. And they are metal. Yes, I stuck them in my teeth. They're probably lead, and I'm probably going to die a horrible, painful death now. Oh, the box is broken. That's a good start. Breaking boxes. Yay. It's like that other television program that's not quite as interesting as this. A guy pulling out metal milk urns. Well, these are obviously fake, and that's very obvious they're fake, but you sort of expect that. It's nice to have all these bits on top. You can actually deliver these, which is nice. It's got a little towing hook, so if you happen to have a trailer, the only one I have being a Pack 38, which is over there somewhere, so, you know, we probably wouldn't have a post-war milk truck pulling around a Pack 38. It's got that whole no interior inside again, and not even windows technically, so I suppose that really was a feature to have a steering wheel and windows. I'm better than you. It's, you know, it's pretty standard. I don't like this one as much as the Heinz one, which I think is based on a later model. I said this is a post-war one, like just after post-war. But 1949, which you can probably tell by the wheels. I don't know enough about Dinky to make these assessments, but I'm going to. But it's nice. Again, it's a nice little model. It's obviously branded to a company. The fact it comes with nice little milk urns you could take out and deliver to Mrs. Packington round the street before she got bombed by the Germans, even though this is a post-war thing, is actually quite nice. You've got a little bolt there, but I'd assume that'd be one of those in the original. I assume these are all based off the models that have already been released by Dinky, so whereas this is a replica, a real one would probably sell for like 200 quid or something like that. So it's nice to be able to get your hands on one of these. This is nice. I like this. Again, not as much as that. That is still my favourite one, period. But it's still nicer than these two. It's not much of a truck to me, though, if that makes sense. It's more of a van, but it's nice. And I think we'll be keeping the box for that one because the box is also quite nice. Although I am half tempted just to get shot of the boxes and display them because they're quite nice, and I know one of the offers they did offer. If I pull this one up, this is what you get with the information, but they have, you know, your stuff on it. A customer number, date, you know, my name, so forth, but thankfully no other details filled out. Yeah, you don't actually, there's nothing here to be worried about. They don't have anything listed on here, but they had on the first one their kind of display shelf, which I kind of wish I brought now because there's quite a lot of these things. But no, nice, like that. Not as much as that. This one is still better by far. But hey, pretty impressed so far. let's move on to the third day.